set out to become a life insurance agent. Honestly, like most people, I never even considered it as a real career path. Life insurance was just something responsible adults were supposed to have. You know, a death benefit. Nothing more, nothing less. I had my policies, my husband had his, my mom even had one. And I never really asked any questions. You see, my life was focused on service, purpose, and building something meaningful. I joined the military after college because it's just what I've always wanted to do. And then from there, I moved into federal civil service. I earned my master's in social work and eventually a PhD in international psychology. Financially, I was doing the right things. I saved aggressively, I lived below my means, I invested early, and because my Caribbean parents were both entrepreneurs, I grew up knowing that wealth isn't created from one W-2 job alone. You build it through business ownership, through investments, and multiple income streams. But even with all that awareness, my understanding of life insurance was surface level. I saw it strictly as protection for death. It wasn't a tool for life, and that belief quietly held me back for years. You see, my husband and I, we built a solid real estate portfolio. We had 8 properties at one point. But managing out-of-state investments came with its own set of challenges. Talking about unreliable contractors, poor property management, it drained our reserves, it put stress on our marriage and stress on our personal finances. I was watching my account, watching my hard-earned savings dip and thinking, we're doing everything right. So why does this still feel so hard? And it never once crossed my mind that life insurance, you know, those policies I barely understood, could actually play a role in solving all of those issues. Because in my mind, life insurance was still death money. My belief shifted during a 5-day wealth seminar I purchased. One of the presenters was speaking on life insurance, and she was different. No fluff, no pressure, just a genuine woman who understood money and spoke with so much clarity that I felt myself leaning in every time. People started asking her questions about becoming an agent, and even though she wasn't there to recruit, something in me said, this might be a door. And at the moment, I was helping a family member who was running away from a domestic violence situation. And I thought maybe she could become an agent. Something she could do to rebuild her life, provide for her children. So I invested in her training. I walked her through the steps. I supported her with everything I could. And then she went back to her abuser. And the money I'd invested was just gone. The hope I had put in her future felt so wasted. And so I told myself, I'm not losing this. If she won't use it, I will. I went and got licensed. Not because I wanted to sell insurance, but because I wanted to understand it well enough to protect my own family. That decision became the turning point of my entire financial life. You see, once the door opened, I couldn't help myself. I dove all the way in. I wanted to understand what I had missed all those years. I started attending webinars. I listened to top producers explain how IULs actually work. I read books. I asked questions. I joined study groups. If it was out there, I did it. And then something clicked. It wasn't one moment. It was more like a series of small shocks to the system. Learning how Walt Disney used cash value insurance to fund Disneyland. Learning how McDonald's was saved using life insurance. Learning how the Rockefellers used policies to build generational wealth that never dies. And then my pastor's sermon from years earlier came rushing back to me. The message he preached about legacy from Genesis 25. He'd said, we have an obligation to create a successful spinoff. We must leave greater for the next generation. Financial freedom, family, faith, fortitude. Those were the pillars of legacy, my pillars. And suddenly, life insurance wasn't about death anymore. It was about duty, it was about purpose, it was about legacy. The deeper I learned, the more the pieces aligned. Then came the real test. Our real estate portfolio started draining us severely. Vacancies, renovations, poor property management, everything hit at the same time. We needed cash fast. We needed a bridge. We needed breathing room. And that's when I remembered, I have IULs. I think they build cash value, right? I checked. They did. And even though the policy hadn't been structured for growth, even though it wasn't optimized for real estate investing, it still had enough for me to take out a $17,000 loan to stabilize our financial situation. That money carried us until we sold those failing properties. Then we took the profits, paid the policy loan back, and reset before any interest was due. That was my first lived experience of an IUL working for me, not someday when I die, but today. After that, I structured brand new IULs with intention, with strategy, with purpose. I worked with my mentor who guided me, but I drafted them myself based on everything I'd learned and what I needed to do for my legacy. My husband has one, I have one, and our toddler has 3. When she's 10, she could buy her first rental property, no banks involved. When she graduates college, she will be worth millions. She will never have to start from zero like I did. She will never have to rebuild from scratch like my parents did. This is legacy. This is wealth. This is freedom. And implementing this framework, learning it, living it, it changed everything for me. Not just financially, but emotionally. It gave me a sense of control and purpose that I didn't even know I was missing. You see, I share this story because so many people are exactly where I was, doing the right things, working hard, investing, saving, trying to build wealth the traditional way, without ever realizing they're missing one of the most powerful financial tools available to them. People think life insurance is only about death. That belief kept me stuck for years and is holding countless families back from building the legacy they were dreaming of. If my story resonates with you, if you're trying to build wealth the smart way, if you want to protect your family, reduce risk, grow tax advantage income, and create generational impact, then I want to help you see what's possible on the other side of that mindset shift. My call to action is simple. Let's talk. Let's look at what already exists for you. Let's see if an IUL can support your goals. No pressure, no sales pitch, just clarity. Because once you understand what this tool can really do, your entire financial trajectory can change just like mine.